Well, there's one kind of unexpected thing that even junior developers can do that will actually help them learn deeper, learn better, and retain the information that they're trying to learn, retain the skills that they're trying to learn for many, many years. Now, before I tell you what that key is, you have to promise me that you're going to stay to the end so that you can understand why this is important. And don't just roll your eyes and walk away and say, you're crazy. Junior devs can't do that. The reality is that junior devs actually can do this, and it might even provide an opportunity for you to make some money along the way. So what are we talking about? Let's dive in. Hey junior devs, Dev Mentor Dave here, helping you bridge the gap from learning to code to launching a successful career. And part of launching that successful career is finding the ways that help you grow your skills and help you retain your skills and remember things further down the road so that you can do this over and over and over again. Because when you get to that point, then you're really confident that you know the material, that you know how to do the job. Okay, so enough waiting. What is it that you can do even as a junior developer? Well, teach others. Hopefully you're still here and you haven't walked away rolling your eyes. But the reality is, if you have learned something well enough, you should be able to teach it to somebody else. And in fact, that's one of the ways that you really know if you've learned something well, is if you can explain it to somebody else, if you can show someone else how to do it. Now, you may have heard all of this before, and so you might be thinking, oh, this is a waste of time, but give me just a couple more minutes. I want to explain why this actually helps. Not just tell you, hey, you should go out and teach other people because that's going to help you learn, right? Let's talk about why it actually helps you be a better developer, why it actually helps you grow your knowledge deeper and solidify your knowledge even as a junior developer. The first reason why you should teach other developers is because in order for you to explain something, you have to understand it, because they're going to ask questions and you're going to need to be able to know what the answers are or know how to go find the answers so that you can answer those questions. Typically, when we teach, we want to know a lot more than the student knows. We want to be able to answer those questions right away. So if part of your journey is taking another developer that doesn't know as much as you and bringing them along and training them and mentoring them, then that teaching process will force you to learn things even better. If I'm going to teach somebody PHP, I'm going to spend some time going back and refreshing myself on some of the basics of PHP that I probably just do, that I don't even think about, but I need to be able to understand why do things work the way that they do so that I can explain that to somebody else. And when I go through that process, I'm actually learning or relearning or deepening my learning of that specific piece of information. In fact, this actually happened to me when I taught a course on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. There were elements of CSS that I've just kind of used, but I never really understood. And I had to figure that out so that I could answer questions. And now I understand some aspects of CSS better than I ever have, simply because I needed to so that I could teach it. So teaching is going to force you to learn deeper. It's going to force you to make sure that you understand something as well as you possibly can so you can teach someone and so that you can answer their questions. Hey, thanks for letting me be a part of your developer journey. We're in the process of building a community where junior developers can grow their skills and take that next step in their career. So if you're finding this content helpful, would you help me get this message out to more people by clicking the like button? And if you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified the next time I upload a video or the next time I go live, which is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central United States time. Also, don't forget you can take your involvement with the Dev Mentor Dave community to the next level by joining our Discord server via the link in the description. Thanks again for your help, and I'll let you get back to the video. Teaching also helps you organize and clarify your thoughts. It's going to help you really think through, okay, what pieces do I need to tell them? What pieces do I need to start with? What do I need to put next? How do I need to think about writing code so I can tell them how to think about writing code? As we think about organizing learning, we're actually organizing our own learning. So we're giving order and purpose to what we're studying. And I'll be honest with you, that's one of the things that I find is a big failure for most self-taught junior developers is they don't have a path, they don't have a plan, they don't have something guiding them down the road saying, hey, this is what you should learn first, and then we're going to build on top of that. And part of that's on them for not taking the time to research and figure out what are some good things to do beginning, middle, end of this process. What should I stack on top of this? And they could ask for help. We got the Dev Mentor Dave Discord channel, so you can always join that, and you can ask for help in there. And other junior devs and senior devs are going to jump in, and they're going to give you advice to help you plan out your journey. Well, you need to do that for the person that you're teaching or for the people that you're teaching. You need to take the time to figure out, what is this journey going to look like for them? How am I going to help shape this journey for them? So it gives you a deeper understanding, and it keeps you organized in your process. But as I kind of mentioned already, it also helps you see some of the gaps in your own knowledge. It helps you as you're studying to realize, oh, I haven't really gone over this piece before. I don't think I've used this method before. I need to understand that better. So it's going to open up your eyes to opportunities for you to learn and grow new things that you didn't know about before. And finally, and I think this is probably the most important thing about teaching, outside of the practice and the learning, it's putting your skill set into a real world application. Now, we talk about this a lot about building projects, and doing things like that. But sometimes it's just as simple as you coming up with your own ideas, your own tutorials to walk that person through. If you take the time to think of your own small projects instead of just finding some on the internet, but think about something that you would like to build with them, something simple, but you put that effort into that process. You go through all the steps that we're talking about in the Deep Pockets project so that you can help them build their tutorial projects. So what you're really doing is you're putting the things that you've learned into a real world practice scenario, because you've got to build stuff that actually works so that they can follow along and build stuff that actually works. Now, all of that is great, and it's very helpful, and hopefully you find it informative, but here's the big question. How do I actually put that into practice? In order to teach somebody something, you just have to be a little bit further ahead than they are. So find other people who are going through a boot camp or just interested in coding. There's lots of people online. You can find them. You can find them in the Dev Mentor Dave Discord server. Just ask people who would like to get a mentor, and just let them know, look, I'm only a few steps ahead of you, but I want to hone my skills of teaching you, and then pass that knowledge along. Maybe if you're already in some sort of learning program like a boot camp, you can just offer your services to your fellow students and just help them understand concepts maybe they don't understand, but you feel like you do understand. Maybe it's as simple as getting your children into programming. I've tried that, hasn't been extremely successful, but I'm still trying. At the end of the day, there's probably somebody out there that knows less than you do that wants to learn what you know. So just make it available. Put it out on social media. Tell people, hey, I'm looking to teach people the web development skills that I'm learning. If anybody wants to learn, get in contact with me. And here's the beautiful part of all of this. Junior devs teaching new junior devs is not just a great way to build your skills and to grow your knowledge. It's a great way to make sure that we are constantly bringing in more and more junior devs who have the skill set and have the desire to grow and learn, and have the ability and the desire to keep passing the knowledge on. Well, hopefully this has been a help to you in your development journey. And if it has, if you would click the like button, I would really appreciate it. It would just let YouTube know people are interested in this and they find it helpful. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified the next time I upload a video or the next time I go live, which is right now every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central United States time. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I'll see you on the next one.